You're watching My Talk, Your Talk TV.
A United Airlines passenger got beat the fuck up. Sorry about my language. But he got beat up and got dragged off the plane. He was a doctor. He was Asian.
I think we got a piece of footage to show you. Let's take a look at this.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Guys, this is not right. Can't the pilots drive the water? Can't they run a car with the pilots and have them drive?
Hey, stop. Come on. Come on. There you go.
Oh, this is
Busted his lip.
Oh my God! Look at what you did to him!
Holy
Oh my God!
And
You see all that
that
blood?
shit was just taken way too far.
Did you see the blood on his face?
Yeah.
If somebody dragged me out with blood on my face, I would want compensation. I would want money.
Apparently they did settle. I mean, but once you settle, I mean, you can't really discuss the terms of the settlement. But for him to settle, I'm sure he at least got a middle. I think that's fair.
I mean, I'm not sure what he got, but okay, so this is a
Well,
story.
he got something. Yeah,
This is a story. So basically, United Airlines wanted to take off passengers from the flight because apparently they were overbooked.
They were just trying to fit some of
For
their
some
crew
reason.
members on
Yeah, they
their
were trying.
flight.
Yeah. So nobody volunteered in the whole flight. Nobody wanted to get off because I mean, who would want to, right? So what they did was, okay, nobody wants to get off. This is what they said. They said, okay, since nobody wants to get off, we're going to randomly select the seat numbers and just randomly pick certain people to get off. And this man got picked, and apparently he was the only one who was really angry about it because
He just happened to be a doctor that needed to go home to see patients.
yeah.
I don't know if that was 100% true.
Yeah, he was a doctor, and then when they came up to him and said, "Hey, sir, we need to take you off of this plane. You were randomly selected." He said, "What the hell? No, I don't want to go. I don't want to go now. I have patients. I have patients waiting for me. I have patients." And they were like, "Sir, you were randomly selected. Get the fuck up off your seat." "What the hell? I'm gonna call the police." They're like, "Bitch, we are the police." So basically, it escalated into a thing where they ended up fucking this guy up, dragging him off the plane.
And the dude came back. How the fuck
yeah.
did this guy get back on the plane? Like, you took him off the first time. How the hell did you let him get back on the plane? And that's where
Wait, he got back on the plane? I didn't even know that.
he got back on the plane, and they were shooting. He was just rambling. That's when you could really see that his face was all bloodied up and stuff. But you kind of lost sympathy for me at this point, man. I mean, you just gotta. You may not always agree with what something needs to be done, but
bring it out.
once they got you off the plane, you lost me when you came back. I feel like you were just trying to start shit at that point. You seemed like a mad person at that point. Somebody who came out of a coma.
Okay, wait. One, he was a doctor. Okay,
Supposedly.
so they had supposedly he was a doctor. Two, okay, he looked respectable. You know, he wasn't dressed all, like, oh, I'm gonna, like a thug. So they probably brought him back in because, he seemed like a normal person in society who does their job and doesn't want to start trouble. I feel like that's why they brought him in. Okay, so say if they brought in like
Let him go back on
like
the
a
plane.
cholo. Okay, say if it was a cholo.
They wanted him
dude.
off the plane. Why would they want him back on the plane if they were trying to keep him off? Why would they let him get back on?
Because as they were
We
dragging,
put you through enough, sir. Go back to your seat. It's all right.
Because as they were dragging
We'll bring
him
you
out,
some tissue for all that blood on your face. We'll give you some band-aids.
as they were dragging him out, you can see in the video there were a bunch of passengers on the plane saying, "What the hell? What'd you do to him? What'd you do to him? What? That is totally unnecessary." There were a bunch of passengers saying, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, this dude is bleeding from his nose. What are you guys dragging him out for?" I feel like that's why he got to go back on the plane because a lot of people sympathize with him. Saying like, this is unnecessary because they felt like it could have been them. You know what I mean? Like, it was a simple, simple misunderstanding. I feel like, okay, maybe the guy could have been more understanding. He could have been like, okay, but since he was a doctor, he felt like he had the obligation. Yeah, he felt like he had the obligation to go where he was going. But
Like a respectable doctor would not act like that.
Yeah.
scream like a
definitely
child
true.
when somebody was
That's-
trying to.
You know what? As a
Sorry,
doctor, as a doctor, I feel like you should have.
I would say I have patience. Every camera that was filming me right now, I'm like, I have patience. They are totally being disrespectful to me right now. Like, you all see this.
Yeah, definitely.
You took it way too far.
I feel like definitely he should have acted a little bit more better. But I still feel like they shouldn't have fucking bloodied his face like on the video.
Agreed.
You know?
That's why a settlement was reached, so you're probably gonna be happy now.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
bro.
this benefited you more than it benefited the airline. So.
You may know my man Brooke A. Prince from the Mike Leary Show, but CTC in 2 weeks. Watch his directorial debut right here.
10-4. Be advised that a young girl has escaped from the Brickwater Insane Asylum in that area.
Drop the knife, bro, shoot!
Brooke A. Prince's Loose Ends. All new in 2 weeks, right here on the CTC. Watch it. Watch it now on the CTC Play. Never miss a thing on the CTC On Demand.